let's see the national program for the control of blindness and visual impairment. There are around 12 million blind persons in the country. Out of these, 1% is due to the corneal blindness, including some of are them childhood blindness cases. So according to estimates, there is addition of 25,000 to 30,000 corneal blindness cases every year in the country. So to overcome this, the national program for the control of blindness and visual impairment was launched in the year 1976 as a 100% centrally sponsored scheme, which is continuation of National Trachoma Control Program, which was redesigned as a national program for control of blindness and visual impairment because the definition of blindness was modified by the WHO. The goal of this program is to reduce the prevalence of blindness in the country from 1.4 to 0.3% by the providing comprehensive eye care through the primary health care, since the cause of blindness being mainly cataract in India. So the major thrust is on cataract operation. So we'll see the objectives for these programs. The objectives are to reduce the backlog of blindness through the identification of cases and treatment. Then to develop comprehensive eye care facilities in every district of the country. To strengthen the quality of service delivery provided for the blindness. To develop and strengthening the existing and additional human resources for providing proper eye care facilities. Then to secure the participation of voluntary organizations in the provision of eye care services for the easily accessible of eye care. So we'll see the strategies to which are adopted, operational strategies used to achieve these goals. These are decentralized implementation of the scheme through the district health societies, then undertaking blindness surveys, performance of cataract operations, provision of post-operative care, then establishment of eye banks, establishment of training as well as IEC facilities, provision of supportive facilities, then involvement of private practitioners in the program, improvement in the quality of eye care, screening of school children for detection of refractive errors and treatment. So we can start the treatment, so we can prevent the blindness among the children. Then public awareness about prevention and timely treatment of eye ailments as well as development of mobile ophthalmic units. So this is the operational strategies. Then we'll see the administrative setup of this national program for the control of blindness and visual impairment. So the national program for control of blindness and visual impairment has 5-tier organizational frameworks which are operating at central, regional, state, district and sub-district level. At central level, there will be ophthalmology cell, which is Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, New Delhi. This formulates policies and guidelines for all the activities related to eye care. Now, second tier is regional level. There will be Regional Institute of Ophthalmology, which constitutes the Apex Institute. 10 other such regional institutes of ophthalmology operate in the country. They contribute in the areas of manpower development, research, and referral care. Third is state level. There will be State Ophthalmic Cell, as well as medical colleges are designated as the training centers. The mobile units attached to medical colleges undertake cataract surgery in the field areas. The fourth one is district level. The district blindness control societies will be there, which is comprising of representatives from government, non-government and private sectors participate in the national program by organizing eye camps in the collaboration with NGOs and private practitioners. Such societies are formed under the chairmanship of district collector or deputy commissioner. District ophthalmic surgeons are posted at district hospitals. Mobile services are provided through district mobile units, which are attached to district hospitals. Nearly now around more than 500 district blindness centers have been functioning in the country. Then fifth one is sub-district level, that is at the rural area. Primary health centers are the basic units. Then paramedical ophthalmic assistants are posted to PHCs. Mobile camp services are provided by the mobile ophthalmic units, which are attached to the CHCs. So this is the administrative setup of 5 tiers. Then we'll see the procurement and supplies. The items procured from the centers are suture materials, intraocular lenses, and the equipment required for intraocular lenses implantation. World Bank supplies the major equipments such as indirect ophthalmoscopes, slit lamps, anterior vitrectomy units, and keratometers. The operating microscopes, scan biometers, and 178 YAG lasers. The medicines as well as other consumables as well as spectacles are procured by district societies out of the grants provided. So this is the supplies provided by Center, World Bank, and district societies. The national survey carried out on blindness during 2001-2, which is showed the prevalence of blindness to be 1.1% in general population. The cataract continued to be the leading cause of blindness again, which was around 62.6%, which is followed by refractive errors blindness, which is 19.7%, glaucoma 5.8%, posterior segment pathology 4.7%, and corneal opacity 0.9%. So other causes were responsible for 6.2% of blindness. The survey has also showed that the prevalence of blindness is reducing. The dependence on eye camps has also reduced. Involvement of medical officers of PHCs has increased. The demand for modern techniques such as IOL, intraocular lens implantation, and sutureless surgeries has increased. And about 84% of cataract operated persons receive free spectacles from the health facilities. Now we'll see the program components, which are, first one is cataract surgery. The purpose of this component is to restore the vision of the affected person so that they can return to normal life. A cataract surgery rate of 400 operations per lakh population is required to clear the backlog. So the percentage of IOL implantation has risen from 20% in 1997 to 83% during 2004 to 5. Next component is eye screening. Under the school eye screening program, the children are first screened by the trained teachers. Those children suspected to have refractive errors are examined by ophthalmic assistants and corrective spectacles are prescribed. Poor children get the spectacles free of cost. It is observed in the school survey that nearly 6.7% of the children have refractive errors which are affecting their learning process. The third component is eye donation. Under the hospital retrieval program, donations of eye are motivated through the relatives to terminally ill patients, accident victims, and other grave diseases. Eye donation fortnight is organized from 25th of August to 8th of September every year to promote the donation of eyes. So currently about more than 20,000 donated eyes are collected every year in India. The fourth important component is voluntary organizations. The organizations such as Rotary International, Lions International, and such others have been active in conducting eye camps and in providing eye care education, preventive, promotive, curative, and rehabilitative. In short, comprehensive services for the control of blindness. The next component is vitamin A prophylaxis. 5 megadose of vitamin A in the form of syrup, which are administered orally with an interval of 6 months for all the preschool children, that is 0 to 3 years, are recommended under the National Vitamin A Prophylaxis Program to prevent the nutritional blindness. Then training program. This has been an ongoing program since 1996-97 to all the ophthalmic surgeons in IOL implantation. The faculty members of the medical colleges are trained as trainers. The other training program includes training of district eye surgeons, nurses, ophthalmic assistants in the respective field of services. The last component is IEC activities, that is information, education and communication activities. This is a built-in component at all the levels in the NPCP, that is National Program for the Control of Blindness. So prototype IEC materials, guidelines and training manuals are supplied to all the states in their regional languages. Adequate funds are provided to district societies to carry out IEC activities. Special campaigns are undertaken during the eye donation fortnight and on World Sight Day on the second Thursday of October every year. So these all are the main important components of National Program for the Control of Blindness and Visual Impairment. Now we'll see the achievements of the National Program for the Control of Blindness and Visual Impairment. That is, the rate of cataract surgery is increasing steadily. The IOL, that is intraocular implantation, has raised from 20% during 1997 to 83% during 2004. The rate of detection of refractive errors among school children is increased through the school health programs. Then involvement of medical officers of PHC is also increased. Above 84% of cataract operated cases receive free of spectacles, as we have seen earlier. We'll see the revised strategy under this program. The revised strategies are made up to make this program more comprehensive by strengthening the services for other causes of blindness like corneal blindness, glaucoma, and refractive errors among the school children. Then next is to shift from eye camp approach to fixed surgical approach and from conventional surgery to IOL implantation. Then to expand the World Bank project activities such as training programs, supply of materials, equipments, etc. to the entire country. To strengthen the participation of voluntary organizations in the program and to earmark geographic areas to NGOs and government hospitals to avoid duplication of activities. And then to enhance the coverage of eye care services in tribal as well as other underserved areas. Then we'll see the targets for 10th 5-year plan regarding the blindness and visual impairment. The targets were to increase the rate of cataract surgery to 450 per lakh population. Then to increase the rate of IOL implantation to more than 80% among the cataract surgery cases by the year 2007. Then to develop 50 pediatric ophthalmology units. Then to improve the facilities for early diagnosis and treatment of glaucoma and diabetic retinopathy to prevent to reduce the prevalence rate of blindness. Then to develop 25 fully operational eye bank network, to develop human resources by providing training to personnel at various levels. Then to supply ophthalmic equipments and grants to NGOs for better care. Now we'll see the external assistance provided for this program. That is, the assistance is provided by World Bank. The World Bank is assisted cataract blindness control project for a period of 7 years from 1995 to 2002. During this period, 15 to 35 million cataract surgery was performed against the target of 11 million. Meanwhile, the IOL implantation rate went up from 3% during 1993 to 75% in 2002. The project was highly successful with the assistance of World Bank. Then Danish assistance to this project is by Danish means Danish International Development Agency. The Danish assisted this program for a period of 5 years from 1998 to 2003. by providing funds which were utilized for conducting training programs for the development of management information system, supply of equipments and materials for IEC activities. The WHO assisted this program by arranging intra-country fellowship in corneal transplantation, vitreoretinal surgery, laser in ophthalmology, and pediatric ophthalmology. The WHO is also assisted in carrying out the survey on childhood blindness in Delhi, training programs in district program management, study on situational analysis of eye care infrastructure and human resources in India, the workshop for medical colleges faculty members and development of plan for action for Vision 2020, the right to sight initiative. So we'll see what is the right to sight initiative, that is the vision of 2020. It is a global initiative which is launched to reduce the avoidable, that is preventable as well as curable blindness by the year 2020. The goal is to reduce the prevalence of blindness in India to 0.5% by the year 2012, and no child in the India shall go needlessly blind after 2012. There must be a vision guardian for every 5,000 population by 2020. So Government of India has also committed to this initiative. We'll see the main features of the action plan which are devised for the country and identification of target disease such as cataract, refractive errors, childhood blindness, glaucoma and diabetic retinopathy. Then development of human resources. How? By increasing the capacity and skills of ophthalmic personnel. Then development of infrastructure and technology. The proposed structure for Vision 2020 consists of three-tier structures of eye care, which are first tier at primary level, comprising of 20,000 vision centers, then second tier at secondary level, comprising of 2,000 services centers, and third tier comprising of 200 training centers and 20 centers of excellence. So this is all about a national program for the control of blindness and visual impairment, which is launched by Government of India.